Okay, so I've got the app installed and I've got the camera connected to the app. It is super simple to do, only takes a few minutes. So let me just give you a quick look at the actual app itself. So as I was mentioning, this is a pan and tilt camera. So if I click on the pan and tilt, so there's two ways you can do it. By doing it this way, and you can see the motion there. So as I mentioned, this vertical motion, you get 130 degrees of motion, and with the horizontal, this one here, you get 360 degrees of motion, which is fantastic. You also get the option for patrol. So if I click on patrol, and you can set points at which you want the camera to move between, and that can be adjusted both vertically and horizontally as well. So that's a really nice touch, that this will just continually be moving between those points that you specify here. So it does have also a privacy mode. So what I just want to see there, privacy mode. So what this will essentially do is just rotate the camera up so that you won't see anything on the camera. So I'm just going to press that. And you can see there that the camera is now pointing up. There's nothing on the screen. It's in privacy mode and no one can view anything. So if you've shared this with anybody, put it into privacy mode, then that is it. And then only you can exit out of the privacy mode. And then that will come back like so. You have the option to talk. You have your alarm settings as well. You can also listen to the camera to turn the speaker on or the mic on that's on this camera. And yeah, so let's go into the settings. So also let me just switch that to full screen mode. So on full screen mode, you also get the option to pan and tilt the camera, which is fantastic. You also are able to do a snapshot. You can do video recording. So there's the pan and tilt options. I'll just show you there. So you can do that while you're watching the full screen. You've got your mic and your speak as well, so you can, your two-way audio essentially is there. Okay, so what I'll do, I'm going to flip back out of the full screen, just show you some of the settings that I was discussing earlier. So I have notifications turned off at the moment, but you can adjust all of the detection settings, your alarm settings as well. So as I mentioned, you can actually record your own custom alarm sound, which you would do in there, your pan and tilt mode settings there. So that's if you want to set that to patrol mode, for example, to just be pan and tilting continuously around. You also have, this is where you would set up your cloud storage if you wanted that. You also have, so what I wanted to show you is, so I've got notifications off. So if I turn notifications on, like so, you also have rich notifications here as well. So this is for detecting different types of activities, but you will need a subscription if you want to turn that on. And I think it tells you when you do that, yeah. So you can see there, you can try it for free for 30 days. So you can see if that's something that's going to be worthwhile you turning on. So under notifications now, so if I go back to the camera and I do some motion, we will get an alert, but I do have do not disturb on at the moment, so that's how that will work. So let me just go back into settings just to see if there's anything else that's worth mentioning. So this is where you would do all your configuration. The sharing is in here as well. So let me just find that. So shared devices. So again, you can share this with people without them having to create their own accounts. And that's really good that you have control of who can see the camera and who can access the camera and pan and tilt and that kind of thing. So that's a really great feature. User guide there, smart actions. So this is a really good feature that you can set different things to happen. If you have multiple devices, all of your devices, your Tapo devices or your TP-Link Tapo devices will be seen here. That can be from lighting, and you can set up smart routines as well, which is great. And don't forget, this is also compatible with Alexa and Google Home Assistants. Okay, so that's a quick whirlwind tour of the app. It really is very sleek, the app. It works really nicely. It's so much better than some of the other ones that I've tried. So what I'll do now is I'll go and show you this out in my backyard during the day, and then we'll see the night vision as well and see how good this looks. Okay, so I've got the camera set up in my backyard now, and I hope you can see there the picture quality. So this is the 1080p picture quality, and that's perfectly adequate for me. So I'm just going to use the pan and tilt just to show you tilting around, panning around. So you've got that full 360-degree horizontal, and then the vertical. Okay, so that's max vertical, so we can go down. I do have this just resting on a table, so there's just a table there. But I hope you can see there the amount of control that you have with this camera. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's see if I can zoom in just to show you the quality. So that gives you an idea of the picture quality with this camera. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll wait until it's dark, and then I'll leave the camera where it is, and I'll show you the night vision working on this camera. Okay, and here's the night vision of the TP-Link camera. So I'm just going to pan around so you can see the kind of quality that you get. So what I'll do, I'll go outside and I'll just walk down this path here so that you can see the quality of the night vision. Okay, so I hope you found that review useful of this Tapo outdoor pan and tilt Wi-Fi security camera and get an idea on what you can and can't do with this camera, and also the picture quality. It really is a fantastic piece of equipment in terms of the size. So some of the pan and tilt cameras, they're twice this size and they just look so obtrusive on the side of your building. This is just really neat and compact, and it looks fantastic as well, and the build quality feels really good. So the outstanding feature with this camera is it takes a 512 gig SD card, where some of the cameras only take a 256 gig card, so it's doubling up on that storage capacity, the local storage capacity as well. Okay, so remember you do have the option to go up to 2K if you want higher resolutions, but all in all, I'm very impressed with this Tapo outdoor camera. It's available on Amazon and it comes highly recommended.